Hi guys, bonjour, guten tag, ni hao and komusta ka. Welcome back again to our blog Travel Lingo. Nice to see you guys again. I'm back now from the Philippines. If you remember, I told you a little bit about the Philippines and about their language before. Now I'm back in the UK, ready to start teaching foreign languages again. I thought that today would be a good idea to have a simple introductory beginner's French lesson. A lesson for people who know nothing about French language, may be interested in learning it, but have no previous knowledge. So it would be very simple, basic, right at the beginning. French is a very useful language to learn. It's spoken in over 30 countries, so well worth learning. French is not a phonetic language. Like English, it's not phonetic. This means that what we write and what we actually say when we read it can be two completely different things. Sometimes an English word, when you see it written down, bears no relation to how you say it. This means that it's not a phonetic language. Phonetic languages, examples of them are like Filipino, which we did learn a little bit while I was in the Philippines, if you remember. Dutch, German, they are phonetic languages. What you read is what you say, not necessarily so in English or in French. French is not a stressed language. This means that we don't accentuate different parts of the word for different meanings. For example, sometimes we say record, record. See how we stress different parts of that word? We don't do that in French. It's spoken on one long straight line, which can of course sound a bit monotonous sometimes, but that is the way that French is spoken. To tell you a little bit more about the language, all French nouns, that is the names of things, are either masculine or feminine. That sounds a little bit strange to an English speaker. We do use it a little bit in English. If you think about it, sometimes we call a ship she, for example. She sails tomorrow morning. So we do use gender a little bit when we're speaking about nouns or names of things in English. In French, everything has a gender. It's either masculine or feminine. Let's take an example. The word for house in French is maison. Now that is a feminine word. This means that when we say the house, we use the word la to say the, la maison. A house would be une maison. So those two words, la and une, belong to feminine nouns. If we take a masculine noun, for example, livre, which means book, that's a masculine noun. So we use the word le for the and un for the word a. So we say le livre, un livre. All this means is that every time we learn the name of a noun, the name of a thing in French, at the same time we will learn if it's masculine or feminine. Because if we learn it correctly with the correct gender, we'll be able to use that word properly when we're speaking French. So remember, if it's a feminine word, it's la and une for the and a. If it's a masculine word, it's le and un for the and a. Okay? That's how nouns work in French. Of course, some nouns are obviously masculine, obviously feminine. For example, boy, garçon, le garçon. That's obviously a masculine noun. Sometimes nouns are obviously feminine. For example, femme, la femme, the woman, la dame, the lady, la fille, the girl. However, lots of other nouns in French, in fact 99% of them, some of them are masculine, some of them are feminine, about half in half, but there's no particular rules as to which way it is. We just have to learn, as we learn that noun, we also learn the gender of it. That's very important. Now next, if we talk about French verbs. A verb, as you know, is a doing word. Now in English, it's usually two words to tell us what a verb is. For example, to walk, to run, to sing, to have, to be. It's expressed with those two words. In French, it's just one word. For example, chanter means to to sing. Avoir means to have. Être means to be. So you can see just one word signifies a verb, a doing word. Now, just as in English, the verbs can be changed around a little depending who's speaking. For example, in English, you know the verb to be. We don't say I be, we say I am. So it changes a little, you see. And it's the same in French. The verb être, to be, we say je suis for I am. So as you can see, it's changed a little bit there. Je suis is the French for I am, and that's part of the verb être. Let's take another verb, avoir, to have. The first part of that in English, of course, is I have. In French, it's j'ai. J'ai means I have. Now that we know what I have is in French, we can start to make sentences. We already know some nouns that we learned before, so now we can add them together to make a sentence. We can say, j'ai une maison. I have a house. And there's your very first French sentence. You've done it, you've spoken French. J'ai une maison. I have a house. J'ai la maison. I have the house. J'ai un livre. I have a book. J'ai le livre. I have the book. You see, you're already making French sentences. As simple as that. It's not difficult, is it? Just a little bit of practice all the time, every day, about 10 minutes practice. Please do about 10 minutes every day. Don't do an hour, 2 hours. You don't need it. You just need a little bit every day, so it's always fresh in your mind, and you'll find that you won't forget it. And little by little, you will learn more and more, and your knowledge will get bigger and bigger. Now, actually, you already know a lot of French words. Did you know that? You know many French words. In English, we use 7,500 French words and phrases every day, and they become part of the English language. How often do you say déjà vu, already seen? That's pure French. The words like restaurant, gâteau. In cooking, there are hundreds of French words that we use. All you cooks out there will know how many French words you use, whether it's potage or cordon bleu. They're all French words that we use in English. How often do you say to your friends, bon voyage? Pure French. It means good trip, a good journey. So as you can see, you already know a lot of French. And with what I'm teaching you now, you add to it, and before you know it, you're speaking fluent French. Now, of course, there are lots of French words that you probably are used only in France, but you probably already know them. For example, bonjour. Everyone knows bonjour means hello. You can use that all day long, except when it gets into the evening. Say after 6 in the evening, say bonsoir. So bonjour during the day, bonsoir in the evening. Simple as that. When you say goodbye, you probably heard it, au revoir, au revoir. That means till I see you again, to the re-seeing. That's what au revoir means. We've all heard of merci, for thank you. Merci beaucoup, thank you very much. These are the simple phrases that you will use when you first meet someone. Now that you have a little knowledge of French, I hope you'll be encouraged to learn some more, because you can soon do it, you can do it, lots of people have done it before you, you can do it. If you like what you've heard in this blog, like down below, subscribe please, so that we can send you more information about future blogs. I'm thinking of doing one for German beginners next time, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Place your comments down below. What you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to know. Ask me questions. Malcolm here from Travel Lingo is ready to answer all your questions. Look forward to seeing you in a future blog. So for the moment, I will say au revoir, goodbye.